Hi, thanks for tuning in to WFRE's Hometown Hero, brought to you by Overhead Doors of Frederick. And we are highlighting firefighters for the month of May. We have Marisa Puizina. Did I say that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I said that one right. I'm usually famous for botching names, but I'm so honored to have you with us today. So you're halfway through the Frederick County Fire and Rescue Academy. How does it feel getting that halfway mark under your belt?
It feels really good. However, there's so much more to do, so I'm not really trying to count the weeks at this point.
Before you actually got accepted into the academy, what kind of testing did you have to do?
You have to do a written test, a written exam, as well as a physical exam, which is the CPAT, which was extremely hard for me. However, I was able to do it because I'm here.
Yeah. So when you're training, and especially your physical training, how do you do that? Are you wearing full turnout gear, and is that how you guys practice? You simulate for fires and things like that?
Are you talking about during the academy or prior to?
Yeah, both.
Prior to the academy on the CPAT, they have mentorships, and you're allowed to go so you can practice the CPAT to be ready, and you wear a weighted vest. So you do get to prepare yourself for that. Once you're in the academy, during certain classes, you do wear your full gear.
And how demanding is it? I saw a video, actually it was a reel. There was a bodybuilder, mid-20s, firefighter, mid-20s, and they had to scale up different sets of stairs, and the firefighter had all of his gear on. He cleaned the clock of this bodybuilder. They had to go up with equipment, grab something that was a body, and take it back down. By the time the bodybuilder got up to the top of the steps, the firefighter was down. So you guys train that hard so you could do something like that.
Absolutely. There's PT every day, which I'm still working on my cardio, but they definitely push you to your limits. You got to make sure that your cardio is up to speed, because you can't show up just thinking that you got it, because you don't.
Yeah, it's very, very demanding. And you started the Fire Academy here. Are you from Maryland?
I'm not from Maryland, I'm from Jersey.
How did you make your way down from Jersey down here? And you really don't have a Jersey accent.
That's funny you say that. I ended up actually in Frederick, Maryland, across the street over there, because I came back from my second deployment, and I wanted to stay with my dad just because buying a house was too expensive at the time, and I was working out of West Virginia. I just loved Maryland. I loved Frederick. So when I was looking at trying to become a firefighter, I knew that Frederick was definitely going to be my only choice. I did apply at other locations, but I didn't even look for their emails for acceptance or anything like that.
Wonderful. And you said deployment. What branch were you with?
Army. Yeah.
Army? Okay. And how long were you in the Army?
10 years I'm still in.
Wow. Wow. And then you said you were connected over in West Virginia?
Yes, ma'am. I just used to work out there. That's all.
Okay. All righty. I'm a West Virginia girl, so any connection, we can get to the Mountain State. We love you even more. So what was it that made you want to be a firefighter? I mean, there are other professions where you could serve. A nurse, officer. Why a firefighter?
I didn't grow up thinking I wanted to be a firefighter. I didn't actually think it was in the cards. No one ever mentioned it to me growing up. I didn't know anyone that was a firefighter. Somebody actually recruited me at the gym and asked me, would you like to be a firefighter? And I just kind of laughed it off, and I just said, probably not. And a week later, I thought, why wouldn't I ever think about becoming a firefighter? And I actually broke my leg right after I applied to become a firefighter.
Oh no.
And it felt awful depending on other people, and I hated feeling that I just needed help constantly. So now that I've been in that position, which is a very small position to be in, I've realized all I just want to do is help someone at their worst point, whether it is medical, which I'm still working on now, or if it's running into a fire to help someone. So I just want to help in any way I can because I'm able to.
And that is the best reason to be a firefighter. It truly is. One last question for you. I know we've seen it on TV shows and movies. Do you all know how to cook? Do you have to take cooking classes? Is that part of the curriculum for Frederick County Fire and Rescue?
I can make a bowl of cereal. That's kind of about it, but
So you're not going to be cooking any of those meals when, you know,
I can
you guys
bake.
have downtime.
I like to bake, so I'll make a few cookies, but I don't know how to cook yet. I
Okay.
hope that my lieutenant shows me how to do that.
All right. Well, who's the best cook at the fire department? No pressure, but you want to really mention the upper echelon. You know what I mean?
I'm still in the academy. I don't know who's good at cooking. Right now, we just bring in a lot of sandwiches.
Okay,
So.
sandwiches are still good.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. Best of luck finishing out the academy. And we are honored to have you and to have you as our hometown hero. And thanks for tuning in. This is brought to you by Overhead Doors of Frederick.